Ladies and gentlemen, we are live.
What's up, guys? What's up? Lord Skunk here. Lord Skunk is in the house. Welcome. Thank you for coming out tonight. Now, just so you know, I was not planning on doing a live show tonight because, as most of you know, if you're in a guild, if you've been following what's going on in the guilds, and you know that today or tonight or whatever it is for you, wherever you are in the world, it is Galactic War Day. Okay, so I have already addressed this on my live shows, and I've already, talked about this in the community. The Galactic Wars since the protection update has become a nightmare, an absolute nightmare. It's a chore. I hate it. Okay, I absolutely hate what's going on with Galactic War. So I decided after sitting down and trying to start my Galactic Wars and do what I needed to do in Galactic Wars that it just absolutely made me not even want to play the game. Like I literally wanted to just delete the app from my phone and say, forget it. Galactic Wars used to be the most fun part of the game. I mean, that's how I started streaming was, I wanted to stream my Galactic Wars. I wanted to stream my arena. That's kind of what I did. If you ever go back and look at my first live streams, I mean, that's how all this started. It transformed into the show that it is today. But yeah, I mean, this is not fun. This is not enjoyable. I have not been consistently completing my Galactic Wars since the protection update, and I'm reading on the forums, I'm listening to the community, I'm hearing different people say different things, and it's just a joke, man. It's just a joke. And I asked before, and I'll ask again, the EA and CG, I asked them when they did the guild update if they would make sure they did some type of tweak to Galactic War. I know they did a big update, and I praise them for that. Okay, I praise them for that. Okay, but all that stuff is secondary. And kind of is wiped out by the fact if you take away our most enjoyable aspect of the game, okay? If you take away our most enjoyable aspect of the game and give us a whole bunch of other stuff, that doesn't work. So we need the other stuff's good, and we appreciate that. We like the other stuff. Thank you guys very much for giving us that. We're very thankful for that. But somewhere in there could have been something that could have been put on the back burner, and this Galactic Wars could have been addressed. Okay, I mean, I just can't. I mean, the type of feedback I'm getting, from the LordSkunk.com community, the type of feedback I'm seeing on these other forums for the Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes community in general. I mean, a bug or something needs to be put in place immediately to fix this. People are just getting ramped up in their guilds. They're just getting set up. Everybody was excited the first couple of days. It's all good. We did it. We were guilds. Not just talking about my guilds. Okay, I'm talking about everybody's guilds. I'm looking at all these different people. I have a whole network of people outside of the Lord Skunk community that have other guilds. Okay, and they were very excited. Your people were hitting tier 6, hitting tier 7. A lot of these guilds, they're progressing along nicely. Now we get to this Galactic War thing, and everybody's just like, "Are you kidding me?" Okay, what a nightmare. So yes, you can save 3 Galactic Wars. Yes, you can. Yes, you could just do the first 3 nodes of each of your Galactic Wars. That's not the point. Okay, that's not the point of what I'm talking about. It's not why I'm doing this live show. Okay, that's not why I'm trying to reach out as a community, as a person in the community, to EA and CG, and say, listen, okay, I don't want to just do the first 4 battles. I want to do the whole Galactic Wars like I've always been able to do prior to this protection update. And I can still do them. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying I can't do these battles. I'm not going to spend 3 hours, okay, to do these Galactic Wars. That's a joke. Okay, I got other things that I have to do. I spend a lot of time in the game. I spend a lot of time with the community. I do a lot of things. I don't want to spend 3 hours doing Galactic Wars because it's going to take me away from... I wasn't even going to do a live show tonight. So normally I do a live show every... what is this? What are we on now? We're on Tuesday, right? Every Tuesday I do a Galactic War, or I do a live show. And now I'm not even doing that because I was going to do my Galactic Wars. Now I'm not going to do my Galactic Wars. I'd rather do a live show and complain about my Galactic Wars because the Galactic Wars is a joke. Okay, so I'm going to get some questions and comments from some of the community. This isn't going to be a real long live stream or live show. I don't really want to get too much into it. But I mean, as far as guild-wise and everything like that, that's great, man. I love it. But the Galactic Wars things, man, I ask you guys to please do a look at this. Do some type of tweak to this. Even if it was just for this first week, put a Band-Aid on it when we release these guilds. I asked that 2 or 3 times in different live shows. So, I made that pretty public of what I think could happen in the game, man. Because this, dude, people are upset. People are mad. I mean, let's go over and look at some of these things on the forums, man. Let me pull these back up because this just got. I stopped doing my Galactic Wars and I went to the forums first to look, just to kind of see what the pulse was, and everybody was feeling about the same way as what I was saying. Let me see. A couple of these. I got to pull that webpage back up, so bear with me. Okay, so here's some of the stuff that the community's saying, and I agree 100% with them. You know, basically, I'm not going to read every single thing. I'm just going to go over some of the Cliff Notes versions. But, you know, basically, you know, people are running into these super geared up teams. And I understand there's some people that can get gear, some people pre-crafted. Obviously, that's a whole nother discussion, which I'm not even going to get into today. But, you know, people could pre-craft. Now they're putting some of this stuff into shipments, which is fine, you know, whatever. You know, again, but some people are saying, you know, you're feeling the pressure to buy those 1,500 crystals in the shop. I mean, that's, you know, that's obviously more income for you, which is fine. Which is fine. You guys can make money. I don't complain about you guys making money. Okay, it's a business. If people didn't pay for the game, then we wouldn't have what we have. I understand that. But the Galactic Wars, dude, that's bad business. Okay, because you're really turning off your client base, your customer base. Okay, there's a bazillion other games. There's a bazillion other games on beta testing and alpha testing and all these other things, but this is the game that I'm committed to right now. And, you know, I just want to see that type of commitment back. I mean, our best feature of the game, our favorite feature of the game, you know, has now been removed, basically from the game, because it's not the same. It's not the same Galactic Wars. Don't get it twisted, guys. This is not the same Galactic Wars. This is a different feature in the game. So here's a guy here. I haven't won a single Galactic Wars since the Fantastic Protection update came out. This guy makes it to node 8 or 9 every day. You know, and then basically he's hitting maxed out gear 9 players. He can't end up making it through because, you know, the protection and all that, trying to get through. Here's another guy. You know, this is what they're saying. Galactic Wars is now impossible. I went from sometimes being able to do it to making it maybe 4 rounds. The only people I see make it spend hours, and I don't have hours to spend. Me neither. Neither does the majority of the community. The problem for me is I have 4 7-star characters, 2 at 6-star and a few at 5, and then trickling down. My Suicide Squad won't do any damage through protection. Yeah, I agree. Since protection came out, GW has not gotten harder, just longer. The only problem I see is that you face teams 1 or 2 levels higher than yourself. Yeah, it's not the difficulty necessarily of the Galactic Wars. It's the actual time investment. It's not impossible, but requires me more time, which I don't always have. This is another member that said that, another community member. Okay, this guy said, I start Galactic War every morning while I prep for the morning meeting. I'm assuming he's at work. I spend an hour at most with careful retreats and regroups. I retreat 2 or 3 times max, but retreating saves your team from a bad move or a bad start. Plus, unless it's my Suicide Squad, I don't let my characters fall. Yeah, it's absolutely no secret to Galactic Wars. It's like any war, you need to have meat for the grinders. Once I had 2 powered up teams, I was clearing through Galactic War every day, and I've only had 1 hiccup in the past month. Yeah, I agree. I understand that, but you have a lot. Obviously, this guy has a lot more time. He's structuring his time different. He's still spending, you know, an hour, probably an hour and a half doing it. You know, a lot of people don't have an hour and a half, 2 hours or whatever to sit there and go through, retreat, and come back in and do all this stuff. You used to be able to retreat and get back into a fight pretty quick. Now you got to, you break through protection. Okay, you break through protection. You find out that you want to change something. You want to maybe switch a character out or make a change, and then you got to fight back through it again. Try it a second time and fight back through protection to see if that worked, and then you got to go back again. It's just, man, it's just really annoying. Okay. Let's see. So for the most part, man, I mean, I'm not gonna read. I mean, there's just tons of these on here. I'm not gonna go through every single one, but basically it's the same thing over and over again. Yes, there are some neutral comments of people saying they complete Galactic Wars, but they all agree that it's taken them a lot longer than what it used to. So I understand, about protection. They want to add all this stuff, and that's fine, whatever. But they need to make some type of update or some type of change to Galactic War, because, dude, I'm not gonna sit there. I'm telling you right now. Okay, I'm telling you right now, I'm not gonna sit there and do 9 hours, okay, to complete these 3 Galactic Wars for this guild challenge. Okay, that's not gonna happen. Okay, I'm not gonna do it. So, and then you're just gonna have a bunch of people ticked off. You're gonna have all these guilds in an uproar. I mean, come on, man. Come on, seriously. You knew you were having issues with it before the big update. In the big update, you should have did something to complete Galactic Wars. And I've already said it. I've already said it multiple times. So it wasn't like you guys didn't know. Okay, that makes me mad. This really infuriates me. Sorry, guys, for my rant. This is a rant. I wasn't going to do a show. Okay, I was going to do Galactic Wars. But now I'm doing a show because Galactic Wars made me so mad. Okay, it made me so freaking mad that I'm doing a live show, which I'd rather do a live show anyways than Galactic Wars. Let's see if we got any questions. If you guys got any questions or anything, in the chat, feel free. I see you guys are also discussing Galactic Wars in the live chat. Looks like people, a lot of people are just saying, they're boring. You know, this guy couldn't get past gear node or past node 8 today. All level 77, gear 9. I don't know. There's just a ton. If you guys are watching this on the official forums or Facebook or Twitter or something, you know, you can jump over here to the jump over to our live chat if you want to participate in the live chat. But I mean, I don't have a lot that I wanted to go over today. It's just, dude, it's just really upsetting, man. That this. I mean, I wanted to sit down. I wanted to go through my Galactic Wars. I really haven't been doing them, man, because I've been so turned off by them since this update. But I was like, you know what? I'm gonna sit down tonight. I'm just gonna chill on the couch. I'm gonna go through these Galactic Wars. Maybe I'll throw on, you know, a couple shows I need to catch up on my DVR. I'll watch a couple shows. I'll, you know, kind of have them in the background while I'm going through these Galactic Wars. I started on it, and I'm just like, nope, no, not cool, man, not cool. Yeah. Ewaka Waka replied. He said, even if you can beat it, the wars take forever, and I'm afraid it's gonna get worse. Galactic Chore. Yeah. It's now we're referring to it as Galactic Chore. That's the new name. We are now dubbing this Galactic Chore. This guy, Queltar. Okay, we'll look at both points. I mean, I'm not just saying my own. We'll look at both points. This is Queltar. Okay. Obviously, he has a lot of posts, you know, on the official forums. He's got like 4K, so obviously he's very vocal on there. Some of us actually find Galactic Wars more enjoyable now than before the protection update. So careful tossing words like universal. I think Galactic War, since the change, is both easier and more strategic than before, which was all just kill everything quickly and hope you don't run out of guys. As an aside, is there some reason why every one of your threads in at least half is all caps, even though anyone else who does this gets their title edited? Just saying. I don't know. I don't edit the titles, so I have no idea. Can't answer that question. But, okay, it's not the point. My point isn't if they're harder or whatever. You know what I mean? That's not what I'm trying to say. I'm saying the time investment. Okay, let's take enjoyable. Enjoyable for some people might be enjoyable for some people might be they like to spend 3 or 4 hours on the mobile app game playing it. They might enjoy doing it. And I'm not bashing anybody. I'm just saying that might be enjoyable to them. I'm saying it's a nightmare because of how long it takes. Okay, it's a long process. Especially if you're trying to do the guild challenges and you're trying to min-max it, and you got to do 3 Galactic Wars, you know, to basically, you know, contribute to the max effect of the guild. They created that mechanic. Okay, I didn't create that mechanic. Okay, I was fine before this, and it was just, you know, hey, I'd maybe finish 1.5 Galactic Wars every day. I mean, that was okay for a little while, but now, I mean, come on, man, you're taking the best feature of the game away. You're taking the best feature of the game away. So. Yeah, there's some great points going on here in the live chat, man. I'm not going to read all of it because you guys are just blowing it up. I love it. I love seeing that. You guys got great stuff posted in there. But yeah, definitely, guys. I do not enjoy Galactic Wars. I do not enjoy Galactic Wars. So Pedro Valadas, he said he just did 2 Galactic Wars easy. Okay, great. Well, I don't know what your roster. What your arena power rank is. I don't know what your player level is. Why don't you post some of that stuff? Tell us how easy it is by telling us what your player level is and what your highest squad win arena is. Anybody can come on here and just say something's easy. I gave you valid points of why I told you. I'm not telling you it's hard. Okay, I'm not telling you it's hard. I'm telling you it's very time consuming. Okay, it made it unenjoyable for me and the majority of people that I've spoken with. I haven't talked to anybody besides this. What's this dude's name? What was this guy's name? Queltar. I haven't talked to anybody besides this Queltar guy, and I haven't talked to him. I just saw his post. I haven't talked to anybody that said they enjoy Galactic Wars and Galactic Wars is fun for them. Okay. Yeah. SCOBAFI, I don't know how you say it. SCOBOAFI. He said, yeah, my point exactly. It takes too long. Not that it's too much harder than before. It just takes too long. Prolific's ding 77 today. Congrats. Yeah, James said, Edlord Skunk, I've been facing a lot harder opponents too. Yeah, absolutely, man. AC said rank 1. I don't think that really matters. But 30k plus power. Must be lucky because 2 Galactic Wars today, both around 45 minutes. And my Barris is only 4-star. Both around 45. So 45 minutes each or 45 minutes total? Clown Rider just finished my second Galactic War. Last node was a pain. Janko Fat, I'm beating it mainly due to the lack of protection in my ladder. Still Rob, my main squad for Galactic Wars is Lumi, Geo, Qui-Gon Jinn, Yoda, and Rey. So AC, it took them 45 minutes each, so an hour and a half for the Galactic Wars, which isn't bad. I just don't know what, you know, some of these guys, it depends on what server you're on. You don't have as much protection that you go against, or based on your power level or whatever. In just 1 hour's, Unstable Man said he completed 2 Galactic Wars. Okay, did you auto it at all? If you autoed it, that's another reason, man. I mean, autoing it, yeah, actually autoed, yeah. So a lot of people are auto. So what's the point then? So now we're autoing to get through Galactic Wars? I mean, so now we're just, it's basically just become a challenge, like the challenge modes that are basically irrelevant to the game. We just pick up free gear. I mean, Galactic Wars used to be, I used to find Galactic Wars enjoyable. I don't know about you guys, but I used to actually find it fun. I look forward to my reset when I could reset my Galactic Wars. That was usually the first thing I did in the game was my Galactic Wars. I'd get that out of the way. Chris S. He's concerned that his guild leader might kick him out of his guild tomorrow. There's no way he can do the required 3 rounds of Galactic Wars. Illuminara said he or she finds it easier if you always have 2 healers. Yeah, that's true. I mean, it's not the fact of if it's whether it's harder or not harder. I think, you know, we got pretty good strategies for getting through Galactic Wars. It's just how long it takes, man. It's just so long. Prolific said, I got an all Ewok team yesterday. Couldn't even hit them. Scott Shaw, at Lord Skunk, the speed of my Galactic Wars is equal to the number of Royal Guards I have to face. Nice. It's all about the strategy, that auto strategy. Yeah, really. Yeah. Yeah, not everybody has to do 3 rounds. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying, you know, that if you're trying to min-max and you want to get your max rewards, you know, if you're trying to be competitive, like the way they put the game mechanic in the game, yeah, you can potentially do 3 Galactic Wars during this challenge. So. Here's a great insight by Triumphant Games. He said part of the fun that Galactic Wars had is being able to try different team comps, so you're almost forced to use multiple healers now. Part of the fun, I mean, I think he's typing on his mobile phone, so it like auto-corrected some stuff. Part of the fun, I think he's saying part of the fun of Galactic Wars is being able to try different team comps. But now you're almost forced to use multiple healers, yeah. Okay, Luminar said, yeah, I finished 2 of them. It took me an hour and a half, and I didn't even realize it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. You start doing this stuff, you get into it, and the next thing you know, bam, you know, you just forgot to eat. You just forgot to eat or go to the bathroom, and now you're dead. So the current Galactic Wars can actually kill people. Okay, the current Galactic Wars can actually kill people. Look at that. Great example right there. Illuminara, again. Yeah, I just finished 2 of them. It took me an hour and a half, and I didn't realize it. So guess what? If he was hungry or had to go to the bathroom or something, the guy would have died. He wouldn't even realize it. He was so engrossed in getting through his nightmare of a Galactic War that guy literally would have died. Yeah, oh yeah, and then, oh yeah, that's another great point Prolific brings up. Yeah, to put your healers in, so put your JC or somebody in so the other team the AI can instantly go for them over and over and over again. So by the time you get to node 8 or 9, you have 0 healers. Yeah, great point. 91, Tolga 91, I got 4 healers. I never lose, but it takes so much time. Yeah. Yeah, that guy literally would have died. Yeah, Galactic War, Vinny Bieber, great point. He said Galactic War is a strategy. Yes, Galactic War has always been a strategy. Yeah, Galactic War has always been a strategy. But now it's a nightmare strategy. Okay? Now it's just way too long, way too time consuming. I don't care. I mean, if some of you agree, that's fine. That's fine. You can agree with that is not time consuming and boring. That's fine. I appreciate that. There's a couple people in here, 2 or 3 people that are saying that, you know, that is not as bad. But majority of people do feel that way. So when you're on your server all by yourself and it's just you, it's gonna be real easy for you to get arena because everybody else is like, nah, I'm moving on. Here. So somebody asked to see my roster. This is my roster. I mean, I don't think that I have a horrible roster to be able to get through Galactic Wars. That's not the point. It's not the point that I can't get through Galactic Wars. Okay, that's not the point. The point isn't that I can't complete it. I know I can complete it. It's just I don't want to spend the time and effort doing it. Again, one of my biggest frustrations is we used to be able to do a Galactic War. We go through, do a couple battles. Hey, maybe they kill my JC. I retreat out. I move my JC around. Or maybe I take JC out. I put in Barris. Whatever. Then I go back into the fight, and then I would be able to continue on with the fight, you know, and change my strategy around and beat the fight. Now when I do that, it's like 4 times longer every time that happens because I gotta get through their protection. Then JC dies. Maybe JC dies, you know, towards the end of the fight. I gotta restart the fight. So yeah, it's just not fun, man. That's just my opinion. This is my opinion. This is my show. I'm doing whatever I want it to be. So you know, that's my opinion. That I think it is, and I think for the future of the game, they need to make sure that they do something to fix that. They need to make sure they do something that's going to do that for the community, to not have to sit there and go through Galactic Wars for an hour and a half or 2 hours. Okay, sometimes this is not an Xbox or PlayStation game. Okay, this is a mobile app game. Okay, it's not even a PC game where you can just chill at your, you know, I mean, I guess technically you could chill at your computer desk and do it, but you know what I mean. I think you guys know what I'm referring to. So let's see what other comments we have. Clown Rider says, Skunk, you have Kylo Ren at 7 stars? When did that happen, or just I never noticed? Yeah, man. Yeah, I've always had Kylo Ren. I gotta turn this thing off in my phone. Let me get rid of this. There. Let's get rid of that thing. All right. Well, I think we had our. I think we got through our rant for the night. Again, I'll give you guys some quick updates on the guilds while we're in here. I guess I might as well. Awesome stuff going on in the guilds, man. Appreciate the guild leaders, man, for keeping their people organized. I think we have currently 16 guilds. Let me look. 16 guilds in a Team Skunk. Team Skunk guilds are going right now. So you can see we have a Team Skunk Discord server set up for them, so they all have their own chat. For each guild has their own chat, but they can still connect together. And then they can use the voice channels down here. Not many of them do. They still use the LordSkunk.com Discord server, which is over here. So Baron Carnage said he has 0 issues with Galactic Wars. He blows through it every day. Okay, well, great. I don't know what your roster's like or what your team's like. I don't know how competitive you are in Arena. There's gonna be some people. I'm just telling you the majority of people. Okay, if I took a poll right now, if I sent out a survey right now to everybody in the LordSkunk.com community, or even posted it on the official forums and let people fill it out, I'm sure it would be heavily swayed towards the people that do not like spending that much time and effort into doing Galactic Wars. But here's the different guilds. So if you guys are interested in joining a guild, we still have some room for some guilds. You guys are more than welcome to do so. The info is at teamskunk.com. You guys can pop over there. Just follow the directions. It'll tell you what to do. Once you get into the Discord server, it's going to bring you here to the Lord Skunk one. That's where primarily everybody's going to do the voice chat and stuff like that. So once you do that, you can just click over here. Well, where is it? Where's the thing? I moved it now. Oh, right here. Looking for guild. Just click on that. It'll direct you on what to do. Okay, just click on that and it'll direct you what to do, and just put your information in on the page. Okay, or on the channel that's designated for that. So. But I think, man, the majority. Let's see. Yeah, even so. This is our tier. What's tier? So even our 5th guild. So our 5th guild is hitting tier 7, or getting close to hitting tier 7. I think 20 minutes. Oh no, okay. So they're not gonna. So our 5th guild is not gonna hit that, but they hit tier 6. That's good, man. Good job, guys. But I think everything above that is making tier 7. So we're gonna be doing our first raid on Thursday for the main guild. We will do that. We'll do that on the live show. We'll do our first raid if we can make it through this Galactic War nightmare and I don't delete the app and swear off Galaxy Heroes forever. But yeah, so we'll see. And again, guys, it's not like I'm super upset with with like EA or CG or anybody like that personally. It's just really frustrating, man. So this is my medium. This is my outlet to be able to share that. And it's just really it's really kind of disappointing. It really kind of hurts a little bit. Is that my favorite part of the game? What really got me into the game is now not the same thing anymore, man. It's not the same thing. I used to love that, man. I remember right at reset, bam. As soon as reset would come on, I'd restart my finished Galactic Wars from the day before. I'd start